right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Osam Baiha, but if that's too much of a tongue twister, then you can call me Ocean B. Whew. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be called Being Bold, because I need some of that right now. I do this every single video, and I say, I need a minute to get myself sorted, get myself used to filming again. And don't get me wrong, guys, like a part of me not filming has been because I'm so uncomfortable in front of the camera. I feel like I'm not being myself. I feel like I can't express myself thoroughly and just... Y'all, I miss me. I miss me. Have you ever heard someone say that? I miss me. And I think it's about time that I walked in my purpose, because a couple videos back I talked about how important it is to walk in your purpose, and my purpose got a little iffy here and there for a little while, and I haven't been able to walk in it very clearly because I was trying to figure that out between my relationship with my God, with God. And that has kind of gotten in the way. And then there's the part where he's been a large part of my life, and he's how I conduct myself, he's how I work my life around, and I haven't been, and I kind of want to keep YouTube more inclusive, and so I'm having a hard time doing the separation between the two, but I'm sure I'll get a hang of it and I'll get a rhythm of things. And it's still early on in the videos, so there's lots of time to make changes and stuff, and I need to give myself a lot more grace. But I think I'll just get right into the video. So I'm gonna call this a leap of faith, because I think that being bold is having a leap of faith. It's just taking that action, taking that chance. But we'll start by defining what being bold is. Being bold is stepping outside of your comfort zone. Being bold is being, another way would be to be loud. Being bold is making a statement. Being bold is walking with intention. Being bold is being proud. Being bold is, let's see what the definition says of being bold. I like to define, before I start any video, how to define the word that I'm trying to talk about is, and what does little Siri or little chat GBT say? Okay, so I still consider what I said about boldness. When I think of the word bold, I think of it being upfront, loud, in your face. Yeah, but this is the definition that chat gave me. Boldness is the quality of being courageous, confident, and willing to take risks or face difficult situations without fear. It often involves showing a strong, decisive attitude and acting with determination. Let's break that down a little bit. Y'all, confidence, where is it at? Okay, confidence is walking with a sense of certitude in who you are, and I've been lacking that, which is why I haven't been able to film. When I was originally filming, I was so comfortable in front of the camera. I was so confident in the things that I was saying that it was easy. The words were coming, the words were flowing. I wasn't worried about how I sounded and how it was gonna look in the whole spectrum of things. But now I'm having a hard time just putting out any information. And the worst part about this is that filming actually helps me. It helps me get my thoughts out. It helps me express myself. And right now, y'all, it feels like everything inside me is locked and choked and being choked. Dang, my definition is gone. Let's search it up again. Now, willing to take risks. So lately, it's not that I haven't been willing to take risks, is that I haven't been taking the risk. Being on social media, there's a lot that comes with it. It's a whole system in itself, and I've always been so caught up in trying to figure it out and how to make it work. But now the issue is that that's been holding me back, and I haven't been able to just sit up, film, talk, express myself, articulate ideas, be helpful, be supportive, bring pertinent ideologies, fundamental principles, and things like that. But I think there's a way I could go about this channel that might help me a little bit, but I think it's just a lack of words. It's a lack of the inability to properly articulate oneself that's been kind of getting in the way of that. And I think I just need to just be, so being bold is being confident, right? And I think I need to be confident. I just need to be Ocean. I just need to talk. I just need to live. I'm living right. Oh, that must have been so loud for you guys. Guys, I'm trying to be out there. I'm trying to be bold. but now I'm just repeating myself and I'm not saying anything, and this is just me rambling and talking. But for whoever is enjoying it, thanks for listening, because yeah. Next point. Let's just do point by point by point and then figure out what we're gonna say, and then tomorrow we'll try a new video and hopefully we'll get somewhere eventually. Trusting the process. Trusting the process is, you're basically saying that you don't necessarily see the full outcome of what's going to happen. You don't necessarily see the full picture, or you don't get to have the trajectory of your destination fully mapped out for you. And the thing is with me is I like to have the trajectory planned so that I can visualize the destination. But lately what my karma has been, what I've had to deal with learning in life, is that things don't always go as planned, and things don't always work the way you want them to work. There's always an inconvenience that could pop up, or something can go wrong with you. For example, today I got up, took my buttocks, picked up my behind, and did a little exercise trying to get back into shape. Did a little tiny exercise in my room, and all of a sudden I pull a muscle, or my back starts to spasm, and that was so uncalled for. That ruined my whole workout, and it was at the beginning of the workout, and I don't know if it's gonna be there tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be there the day after. Remember me, when I'm motivated, I try to do as much as I can, and right now I'm sort of mostly motivated, and so I'm trying to make the most of that. And so if my back keeps hurting me for days and it doesn't go away after today, then I might have to not work out tomorrow, and I'm gonna be able to work out the day after that, and then days are gonna go by and I still haven't worked out. And that's one of the things that has been bothering me and holding me back, and so now I'm going to spend all of this time ruminating over the fact that I'm not able to do this one thing, and then hold myself back from doing all these other things because I haven't accomplished this one thing, or this is not being done, or it's being hindered, it's being delayed, and that delay is causing me to delay other things. Anyways, things can happen, inconveniencing you out of nowhere, and you need to be able to handle that. And the thing is, I'm normally not the best with that. Like, I like to prepare, and I like to know what's ahead, and I like to be in complete control of everything. And the thing is, life has shown me that I cannot be in complete control of everything. And that means that I need to be okay with the little accomplishments every single day. So let's say I did work out and I was able to accomplish that workout today. Then I should be happy that, oh yeah, Ocean, you worked out today. Let's try to do that tomorrow. Or for example, when you do end up working out, some people, you get so hyper focused on the results. So you look at yourself every single day in a mirror. You're like, oh, do I see a change? Is something a little bit different about my physique? And you spend so much time looking at every little detail on your body that you don't get to enjoy the process. Like, enjoy the workout itself. Like, why can't I find strength in working out? Like, oh, I'm building my strength. I'm letting my body feel healthier. You know, you should feel more active, feel more energetic, and I'm allowing my body to be more energized. So in the moment, I'm just thinking, okay, how can I try when I work out to think, okay, how can I make the most of this moment? How can I hyper focus my attention on this moment to enjoy it, to make the most out of it, and enjoy the process, not the results. And not saying that I've been doing that a lot with working out, but I use that as an example because that's what came up, because I'm way past that of looking for results when working out, because doing that just hurts your ego, hurts your self-esteem, and then sometimes you backtrack and there's things that get in the way, or you, like, right now I'm not actually like today I can't work out, and I don't know if I'm going to be better tomorrow to work out or the day after that. So I try not to hyper focus on that, but it's just to say that things can get in the way and little things can show up on a daily basis. And so I try to take one task at a time and try to see if I can enjoy doing the task, if I can find fun in the task itself. You know, like reading a book. I've been getting into reading a little bit more just so I can expand my mind. And, you know, there's something about reading that kind of brings back your focus. Being on the internet all the time, on our phones, scrolling, our attention is limited. And I find myself not being able to read a book for more than like 20 minutes at a time, and being like more than 20-30 minutes at a time focused. And even so, I'm a little bit not focused. Like I want to go back to something else. I want to go on my phone, check something, which frustrates me, because we should be able to read a book for an hour straight without worrying about any distractions. And that really bothers me. And I'm currently reading like 4 things at the same time, which with my ADHD is kind of fun, because then I don't, even though I only read 30 minutes at a time, I just move to the next thing and then read that thing for 30 minutes and then read the next thing for 30 minutes. So I end up reading for 2 hours anyways. But if you're not like me, you're not trying to read that many things, because I'm just trying to become knowledgeable and I'm doing my own venturing of learning and stuff like that. If you're not doing that, I recommend reading at least 30 minutes a day, so you can learn to focus your attention on something that isn't that isn't digital. Because I think, don't quote me, but I think the way your brain processes things and the way it calculates, programs, analyzes is affected if your only source of knowledge comes from digital marketing, let's say. And I think I realized from reading just the way that my mind has been processing things, learning, receiving information has changed because of the way writing is. Your speech can sometimes be different than how you write, unless you're reading a storybook or you're reading something more like a narration of some sort. But the way that language is writing is different, and so the way you process that language is also different. And so I don't want to limit the capacity of my mind. I want my mind to be at its strongest. I want it to be at its full ability. And so what I'm doing is doing activities that I think will allow my mind to expand and to create more circuits in my brain that are active and working, particularly in the prefrontal lobe. For my ADHDers out there, that's what we're doing. And so I found that when I'm not trusting the process, there's a lot of tension in myself. I hold a lot of bitterness against myself or anger against myself. I actually filmed the video named Shame, and I ended up deleting it and not posting it because I didn't like it, and I felt so much shame filming the video. And I think that's an emotion that tends to linger a lot for me and gets in the way of me filming, performing, presenting myself authentically. And I talked about why it's important to present yourself authentically and being the most honest you can be of who you are. And so you don't want to be if I'm trying to move forward in life, I'm trying to accomplish things in life, trying to strive in life, and I'm constantly worrying and putting a lot of unnecessary emotions like shame, my body knows that I'm not well. And if I'm not well, if I'm holding in that tension and I'm not well, then that's gonna be reflected and projected. And I don't know about you, but I try to project the best version of myself as much as I can, and that isn't always easy when you're flustered and on edge and anticipating things. And so if instead of trusting the process, I'm constantly thinking, what's the next thing, what's going to happen next, I'm worrying about what's going to happen instead of living in the present moment. And I think that's the other way of trying to say it. It's like living in the present moment and not worrying so much about what's going to happen, what's going to go wrong, what's going to get in the way, how am I going to get in my way, who's in my way, how many people are going to be seeing my process. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My process is my own. Your process is your own. And I need to keep that in mind. I need to let that be my motto. I need to let that be my chant. And the thing is, if I don't take the step now, then when? There's always going to be something. There's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be an issue that needs to be resolved. There's always going to be a problem that can arise. There's always going to be some way that you can adjust and improve anything. And I need to remember, I'm starting out. Who starts out and does things perfectly? Who does that? Unless they already have a team in place, unless they already have a system in place. And even with that system in place, even with a team in place, you grow and you evolve with time, evolution, as some may say. And I need to allow myself to evolve. I think I get so caught up in the person that I used to be because, believe it or not, I found a lot of pride in who I used to be because I liked my mindset around it. I like how I carried myself. But then life got in the way, and then my self-esteem got played with, and my assertiveness had diminished a little bit with time. I need to just go for it, push for it, strive for it, put out these videos, even if it's not as often as I'd like to. Maybe it's once a week, and I think I'm gonna stay with once a week. So I'm saying it in this video so that I know that I put it out there, that I'm gonna be at least trying for once a week. And I think once a week is reasonable to give myself time to figure out how I'm gonna do these videos. If I make mistakes filming and finding a rhythm and consistency that's tolerable and possible and more reliable for me, because that gives me enough time to film, edit, contemplate, sit, be in boredom and whatever. But I'm not a big fan of this video. I'm not happy about this video, and it could have been better, but I'm glad that I filmed it. I'm sitting here and I'm discussing with the camera, because you do not know how difficult for whatever reason it is. And even though I enjoy speaking to the camera, I enjoy talking to myself, maybe I should talk to myself not for the camera so I can get back in the habit of just speaking. And that's what the issue is speaking. I've been so closed off. If you stay by yourself all the time and you're isolating yourself, and maybe that's what you need for a season, maybe you're in a season where you need to be by yourself and you need to be alone, or that's your only option. And if that's the case, then there's no harm in that. But maybe talk to yourself, articulate your thoughts, speak your thoughts, because I don't think keeping everything inside is good. It's not healthy. Your body keeps score, and it stays leaving a message to your heart, letting you know that, oh, I'm not okay, and that's gonna come out. And I can see that, because that's the quality of my video right now. It's reflecting the state of my mind. But this is a journey. That's the point of that. And I hope that along the way, I'll carry some of you on with me who are on a journey themselves and just need someone to talk it through with them, because I'd love to talk it through with you. I think I need to go back to topics of debate. Maybe topics of debate might be a little bit easier for me, but I'm not ready to debate yet. I don't think my mind is. I don't think my confidence in myself is where it needs to be able to even debate something. Not because I don't think I can, but because I haven't been talking and discussing and having much discourse to share ideas, brainstorm my ideas. I haven't been brainstorming much of my ideas, and that's what I need to do. And if you haven't done that, I think you should do that. I've been writing, and that's helped a little bit, and it helps me see what I haven't been paying attention to and what's been lacking within myself. The words that I cannot speak out loud have been kind of inscribing themselves on the page as I write. But I hope that you can even just record yourself talk, expressing how you feel, expressing what you're thinking, expressing your own ideas, your own creativity. Let that be your form of expression. If it's not writing, singing, an instrument or of some sort, anything. Just express yourself. I think that's good, and that's what I did today. I expressed myself, and that's good. And the quality of the video is a reflection of the state of mind. And as we improve, as we elevate, as we grow, as we evolve, so will this channel. And that's the slack that I need to give. The perfectionist in me says that this needs to be repaired and needs to be perfected, but the leap of faith in me says just go for it and see where it takes you, because you never know where it leads. So I think I'm going to end the video there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you in my next video.